Down the negative areas.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you know what? That's the point of the book, really. You know that many people are, what we call rainbow. You are a different blend of colors. But even the colors that don't work, you can still, check yourself. Once you know, if you know that you are yellow and you are going to the mall, don't hold any money now. Are you going to steal? No. No, don't hold your ATM card. For me personally, if I'm going to the mall, I don't really go to the mall. But if I'm going to the mall, I don't hold a credit card. I don't. Because I said every woman has a hint of yellow. Yeah. That's when I'm going to get them like, hey, Charlie, you are cool. This is how someone go and die. At least I'm working. That is, so you have to understand that the biggest barrier between you getting rich or between you and your business success is you. Really. I remember in 2004, I just finished grad school. I said I'm going to buy a house. I mapped out a plan to save all this money and all these things. And I started saving aggressively in a bank, in a savings account. After a year, it was time to buy the house and I had no money there. None. And it was then I realized, and I wrote the chapter on savings control. Because I realized that it was me that was the biggest barrier to my money. I'm putting money in a savings account that is linked to my checking account. No, but many of us do this thing. You have GTB savings and GTB current. GTB current is 0. And GTB savings is...
When you want to pay with you, you say current or savings.
That is the biggest barrier to spending money without planning. And so now my savings account is in a credit union in DC in my office. I live in Baltimore and I travel a lot. So if I have to drive to DC to go and get the money, I don't even know what the account number is, then it must be really important. When you save money, it's always good to have a plan. Even if that's not what you're going to use the money for eventually. But we're human beings. And you say, okay, I'm going to be saving 100,000 naira every month. For what? If you don't have a plan for that 100,000, anything will be the plan. I want to talk about a very touchy subject. How many people have ever declined an invitation to a destination wedding or party? The new trend in Nigeria. Okay, so there's nobody. Aminat has declined. Aminat has declined. Okay, so of course that's the new trend in Nigeria now. And
any family that tries that.
And I regretted it totally. So since then, I don't. If I start quarreling with you before the.
But you know what? If you look at this culture of destination thing, is a few upgrades from Ashobi.
Yes.
Yeah.
A few.
No, you guys, no, you're comparing the thing I have Ashobi. No, the brother don't care Ashobi you're buying. No, Ashobi.
Yeah, the type that buys Ashobi of let's say 100 or 250, over when you fly business. So it's like 5 times an upgrade anyway.
You're gonna pay your hotel bill.
It's not a small upgrade.
So the one they invite you for this party, sorry, people should not laugh. They say you should ask when you don't know. When they invite you people for this party, do they pay for the ticket and the hotel? Just come and use the job to get what everybody.
I mean, that was talk.
I don't know what you want to say at the end of it.
Yeah.
Saying I've declined, but I've also accepted.
Yeah, you went to Hawaii, I remember.
I said I've also accepted. I said no exposed. But you know what? I think it's relative. And also I guess there's that yellow in all of us. So it's the relationship. Have I been wanting to go to that destination? Can I afford it at this time? How close is this person? Yeah, am I weak in my spirit at this moment?
And the reason why I asked the question is, I didn't say, have you ever been invited? The reason why I said, have you declined? This morning, my sister and I went running. And so when we were running, she said, oh, her friend, I won't tell her name, that she's going to Singapore. She should have gone to Singapore today. I said, what's she going to do in Singapore? She said, oh, somebody in their church is having a 40th birthday. So I stopped running. I was on the Singapore. Wait, I haven't finished that story, please. I haven't finished. Because my opinion changed from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
So when she started saying that, I was joking with her. I said, Singapore. Is she not a manager? She said, no. She's still a credit officer. I said, so where in Singapore are they going to do it? She said, no, they'll take a boat to Kuala Lumpur. Taking a cruise to Kuala Lumpur. I said, then, exactly.
Standing at this point, I'm sure.
And then, oh yes, at this point I'm standing. I said, this girl, she doesn't have money. I said, yes, she doesn't have. But she didn't know how to tell her that she wasn't going. So I said, okay, so hold on. So no, hold on. So she now said, okay, then the couple, she's going with her husband. The couple decided that they won't stay in a different hotel than the rest of them. And the person said, we're all going to be doing things together. So what do you want to say? They won't stay in a cheaper hotel. They said, we'll be doing things together. So now they stayed in that same hotel. And then they said, the thing that made me continue running at this point was, they said the dinner for the birthday, there's supposed to be a touch of orange. So now there's even a color. So when she started, I said, she should have said no. But when she finished the story, I said, it's the people who invited her that I do. They are putting on that pressure.
Why?
They know. And you see, I think that, yes, you should be able to say no. No, I agree. But you know what I said about people with red? You know what I said about red people? I said a red person is an influence people. Yes. So you don't have money, they know you, and they are, thing in your face. And even you want to even make it cheaper for yourself, they say no. And eventually you took the ticket and you went. Okay, so under what conditions would you accept a destination party?
If I'm not
Wait, everybody go talk. Wait, Bash. Please. Let's listen. Bash is talking, please.
I can afford it, number one. I've always wanted to visit that place.
Okay.
Those are the two questions.
If your sister,
If
your sister picks the decision.
My sister
Your brother, calm down now.
Wait, hold on, please. You guys wait. Because I want to get the business. She can afford it, and then she wants to go there.
But if the person is my sibling, it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying to your sibling.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
If I
All right.
can't afford
Let me
it
see,
and
let me
you're not
see.
paying, I can get a wedding and come and drink.
Okay.
We'll Photoshop
via Skype.
For me, it's the relationship with the person, one. But I can afford it conveniently. Like it's not a thing at all. Like I said, I got invited to the wedding in Portugal. Just this one, 2 weeks ago, exactly one night before. But I couldn't go because I was out of town anyway. But I was gonna go because it wasn't actually as expensive as I thought it could have been. The hotel was not bad. Of course, I'll do economy. You know, make it as cheap as it is to get there. That matters.
So, I mean, I feel bad if somebody feels pressured, but you can't pressure me like that. You know, so if I want to go to the venue and I want to be with you, all I will come. But I can't feel the pressure to stay anywhere. And I think if people can adjust a little bit like that, I still had a great time.
They do 2 people weddings in Portugal.
So
you have choices to make. So if the relationship is important to you, and you look at your circle of people,
exactly,
and they can't afford it, then you can choose to be here local, or you can choose what is more important to you. But what is happening to many of us is that we're in somebody else's plan. Now think about it. They are making a plan. You are not. You cannot do. The biggest barrier to financial success is planning. You cannot accidentally make it. Even when they say, oh, somebody, no. You have to consciously make it.
Let's say something that it's also very important that your friend or those within your circle of influence understand you. So for instance, my mom is an Ijebu person. She's from a family of 24 children. So either somebody's child is getting married or somebody is doing 6 years. They should have one event or somebody's in-law has passed on and all of that. But you know, my mom would usually say that if you want me to come for any of your events and all of that, you must give me notice. So my mom has this idea that says meaning that it is a cloth you would wear to be looking at another person's cloth. So if you want me to buy your ashrebi, you must give me sufficient notice.
Yeah.
Because she will tell you that because I can go to Lagos right now. There is no event. My mother can say, I'm going to Mrs. Kalejayi to go and buy lace. I think I need a blue lace. And she has bought a blue lace for herself. And you bring an ashrebi or blue lace. My mother is not going to buy that. So you can imagine someone standing out amongst 24 children. And she'll be the only one that is dressed different. And she doesn't care.
So when you are making your plans, you leave allowances for something that
Easy to talk about planning and forecasting, and I have a problem. I don't know how to budget. All this idea of 10% for housing, 10% for cosmetics, it doesn't work for me. Okay. I've never done it.
Everything is in my head, and I said, no, your head can only take so much.
Yeah.
There is you have to write it down. And to hold yourself accountable. And don't say that you don't know how to do that, because you have dreams. It's a dream that becomes a budget. The problem that many of us have, and I also have this problem, no matter how blue I am, is I already know that I've budgeted and maybe my over the budget for this month of things I did not remember is maybe, let's say it's $40. Let's say it's $40. I know I've spent that $40 and I'm standing in front of something that I really like. And I know there is no more room. And then I say, when I get back, something can move. At that point, you have gone out of character. And that's where we get into trouble. But you can really, you know you're a caterer, you're a baker. So you know what you're going to need. Or you say, okay, I want to branch out my business and do this. You can write it down. You really can. Even if you don't put the amounts.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The first step is that it's like somebody saying,
no, the list is there, just that amount attached.
Then they're different. You see, you can get overwhelmed if you don't, pace yourself. Nothing has to changing your decision. No, you can't write a budget. You can. A budget is not a military thing. It's a guide. And for me, what I do sometimes, when I've gone back to spend out of the extra money, I will go and move something else to next month. I will move something else to next month. That means that I've already chosen something in place of that thing. But you have to hold yourself accountable. You are the biggest barrier. Like me, if I was going to that market that you were going, I will not take more than a certain amount of money or one check to pay. Yes. That's because I know myself. I will even buy 200,000 naira more. Everybody, there's nobody that is disciplined, really. It's a matter of what you have access to.
Yeah.
And when you have access to money, the lines between your needs and your wants become blurry. Right. So you have to keep your money from yourself, really. Because like I said before, the biggest barrier to success is you. So I want to wrap it up, but there are more discussions. I'm hoping that the book is something that everybody will read, have discussions with people, and generally improve the way you relate with money, because many of us want to make money, but we just don't know money. And until you know money, the money is not coming. So thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.
My name is Tope Fajingbesi. I've known the speaker, Tope Fajingbesi, since 1988. Tope is a very great inspiration to a lot of us. I mean, we're age mates, but she seems to be like maybe 20 years older than I am. I like to listen to her because she really inspires me. She likes to bring out the best in people. I wouldn't have missed this for anything, and really I enjoyed myself.
Hello, I'm Kemi Kwene. I was invited here by Adesua, and the talk has been fantastic and eye-opener. I've definitely taken a lot away, and one thing I'll be doing is working out my colors and knowing how to manage myself better. Wale, Tope Fajingbesi's friend, we went to Unilag together. An amazing woman, very strong, and excellent lady. I'm really very proud of her. Fantastic session. It's good to understand, to learn new things that you probably thought you knew before now, and to also hear people's experiences and learn from you. Fantastic session.
My name is Bashirat Balogun. Tope Fajingbesi is an old friend. I met her through her sister. The event was very enlightening. The book is actually a very good capture of how to relate with money and how to identify your money personality. So it was good to hear from the author about the money personality, which she has tagged as colors, and for each person to realize what the negatives and positives of each color are and which colors are to be aspired to and how to try and make that transition. So I found it very, very, very useful.
Money is a book for people who have small businesses, or even somebody who doesn't have a business as long as you manage money. It's a book that describes people's financial behaviors in 5 different colors and how those colors affect our financial behavior and financial success. So like I said, it's for if you want to start a business, you already have a business, or you're even managing any sort of money. And I enjoyed writing it, and people have been enjoying reading it. It came out last year, 2013, and it's been really great reviews so far. So we just had a brunch with brains at Ginger Tapas and Grill, and it's going to be the first of a series of events like this. They will bring in different speakers to talk about different topics, and like you probably saw, it was a very interactive session where people got to talk about their financial behaviors in a very relaxed atmosphere with very good food. We'll be doing so many more of this in subsequent months, so I enjoyed it, and I hope people did too. Thank you. My name is Tope Fajingbesi. What color is your money?